cockroach. No, it's more of a mammal. But it's called a hairy armadillo because it has hair along its sides, and it has the hair like whiskers. And when it's walking around in the dark, it can't see very well. It does have a keen sense of smell, and it will sniff around, and if it bumps into something with those whiskers, then it knows to move. It eats bugs and roots and shoots, and it can hold its breath for several minutes. It can close its nostrils up so it doesn't get any dirt in there. It has a hard shell on the top of its head and its body and its tail to protect them. We do have armadillos in North America. They're found down south, in the east and west, and central, all down south. Sometimes you'll see them on the side of the road because when an armadillo gets scared, it'll roll up into a ball. And it doesn't work against a Chevy or a Ford. This animal is a large animal, and it can't roll completely into a ball, but it does, when it does get scared, it will close down as much as it possibly can. No hard shell at all on its belly. When Katie picks it up, she'll show you the belly. Okay, Kate, go ahead. There it is, and there's the belly. Now show your belly. No, okay, all right. Let's see, that was South America. Let's see what else we have. Okay, here we go with the Eclectus parrots from Australia. They're also found in the Solomon Islands. The thing that's really cool about the Eclectus parrots is the fact that they're dimorphic, and I know that's a huge word. Let me explain it. Most birds are the same color, and they look exactly the same if they're a boy or a girl. The only way you can tell is through DNA, or if you actually have to capture them and look with a scope to see if they're a boy or a girl. So when biologists were originally looking at these birds, they saw one was green and one was red. They said, well, they're totally two different species, but they shared the same nest. And they had babies, and one baby was red, one baby was green. Well, they didn't realize then, after that, they found out that the red bird is a female and the green bird is a male. And the green bird has an orange beak and the red bird has a black beak. They're the same species. Eclectus parrot is the only parrot in the world that's dimorphic. Really cool animal. Thank you very much. Let's see, what else we have from Australia? This is a blue-tongued skink. And there's a blue-tongued skink. S-K-I-N-K. Now, the reason why they call it a blue-tongued skink, as she walks around, you'll see it sticks its tongue out, and it's blue. And what they do is they are an omnivore, and that's what we are. That means that we eat fruits and vegetables and meat. And they also are diurnal, that's what we are. We're active during the day. So in Australia, they're crawling all around, and they're looking for different things to eat. And when they come against a predator, they'll stick their tongue out, and they'll hiss, and they'll make sure that animals like this don't eat them. Oh, no. It's a dingo. A dingo. You might have to hold it up one more time so they can see it right on the stage. A dingo. Oh, yeah. Well, dingoes are really cool. That's where the domestic dog came from. The Aborigines took dingoes out from the wild, and they worked together hunting, looking for wallabies and kangaroos, and if they have to, the blue-tongued skink. And what they do is they work in a group. Dingoes will pack up, and you can always tell a dingo because they all have white socks and a white tipped tail. And most of them are always all brown except for right on the end of their nose. 13% of dingoes in the wild now are only purebred. The rest have all have crossed over with feral dogs. A real cool animal, and if you ever heard of a three-dog night, which tonight's going to be a three-dog night, meaning that it's really cold, that saying came from the Aborigines and the dingo. They'd take 3 dogs and they'd sleep with them because it was so cold out. They had that body heat. Pretty cool animal from Australia. Thank you very much. Let's see, we're traveling on, I think. This animal was just on the Letterman show. It is the only animal, this is a striped hyena. There's only 12 of them in the United States and the only one in the world that is handleable, meaning that there's someone that can actually pick it up and hold it. Hyenas are very unusual. They're in their own family. They're not related to the dog. Their closest relative is a mongoose. A mongoose. They are a carnivore, meaning that they're a meat eater, but this animal will actually eat anything it can get a hold of. They are good hunters, they hunt in a pack, and Dwayne has a dryer sheet with him from Mountie, dryer sheet, and he throws it down on the ground, and this animal rubs on it. And the reason why he does that is because he's a carnivore, and all carnivores want to mask their smell. They don't want any predator or prey to know that they're around. So what they'll do is they'll rub on that, scenting it, marking it, hiding their smell. Unbelievable animal. All carnivores do that. When we were out in Africa, we saw some leopards, and the first thing they did is they got down off the trees, they went to the water, and they went potty in the water because they didn't want any prey, any antelope, gazelles, to know that they were there. That's exactly what all carnivores do. It's really unusual. Now this animal, there's three different types of hyenas in the world. There's the striped hyena, there's the spotted hyena, and then there's the brown hyena. Now the brown hyena and the spotted hyena are all laughing hyenas, meaning that they can call and it sounds like a laugh. This guy can't call like that, and you know why? Because he doesn't have a sense of humor. Sorry. I've been trying that joke for the last 3 days. It just doesn't get it. I guess I'll let it go. Anyway, maybe you can hear. Okay, it sounds like I'm choking it. It just goes. And they're really a cool animal. It almost looks like a zebra. And it really is cool because what they'll do is when a lion attacks and kills its prey, the hyenas will pack up and they'll run around the lion and confuse it. And those stripes confuse the animal. They don't know where the head starts and the tail ends, and the lion will run away, and that's when the hyena goes after and they hunt. Unbelievable animal. It's the only one in the United States, the only one in the world that you'll see. There's only 12 of them in the United States. This one was actually born in Europe. So it's an honor to see it. Get your cameras out for sure. Thank you very much. Let's see, what else do we have? Tortoises. We'll talk about those real quick. Big tortoises. Okay, so a lot of times people think these are turtles, but they're actually tortoises. And the difference is a turtle always is near water or in water, and a tortoise is always in arid regions, which means near deserts. This is a spur-thighed tortoise, and it's because of these right here. They have real thick armor here. It looks like a spur. It protects their body. Believe it or not, these guys can live for nearly 200 years. That one's we think it's about 35 years old. This one's probably about 18 to 20 years old. Unbelievable. These are cold-blooded animals, and when they get scared, they stick their head in their shell, and they put their legs around there, and they're protecting them from any type of predator that might want to hurt them. Unbelievable. A lot of power. Really cool. Let's see if we got any others. Are you ready? Bring out some more. Let's go.